Let's look at two traps from the Ruy Lopez Opening, the fishing pole trap and a cool Smothered Mate Trap. This opening starts with e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, and bishop to b5. The Smothered Mate Trap comes from the Berlin defense, which is knight f6, in which the most popular response for white is to castle. Here, we're immediately going to get really aggressive with knight to g4. And now, let's say they play rook e1, which is a logical move to defend this central pawn. We're going to play bishop to c5, continuing to put pressure. And now we're attacking this weak f2 pawn. Let's say they play d4 to now attack our bishop. We're going to take with this knight. And if they take back with the knight, we are not going to take back with the pawn or the bishop. We're going to instead play queen h4, defending our knight on g4. Now let's say they move their knight back, now attacking our queen. We're going to take this pawn on f2, which is now undefended, and now we have forced checkmate in 2, as the king is forced to h1, in which we can initiate the smothered mate, which is queen to g1, an amazing queen sacrifice, and white is forced to take back with the rook, and now the king is trapped by its own pieces in the corner, and we can deliver mate with knight to f2, checkmate. Now let's take a look at the fishing pole trap, which again is in the Ruy Lopez. Instead of knight f6 with the Berlin defense, we're going to respond with a6. This is the Morphy's defense and is the most common move. Let's say they take the knight. We're going to take back with the d pawn, opening up our queen and our bishop. The most common response here for white is to castle, in which, just like before, we're going to try and be aggressive with bishop to g4, immediately pinning the knight to the queen. If they try and scare away our bishop with h3, we are not going to move our bishop back. Instead, we're going to play h5, which is the computer's best move and the most popular move. Why? Because if white takes this bishop, we're going to take back, and it's really, really good here for black. Because if white falls into the trap and takes this pawn greedily on e5, we're going to play queen to h4, and there's forced checkmate in 3. That is because we're currently threatening checkmate on h2 and h1, and the only way for white to defend against this checkmate is to create an escape path for the king, for example by playing f3 so that the king can escape this way. However, we can just play g3 and shut down that one and only escape path, and now no matter what white does, we can simply just deliver mate on h1 or h2 and the game is over. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video on some traps from the Ruy Lopez opening. Thanks for watching.